Are you looking to invest in real estate but not sure where? Well, in this video, I'll go over 5 different cities to invest in real estate in Ontario in 2024, and we're getting started right now. Hey everyone, Fawad Nissari here with eXp Realty. If this is your first time on this channel, thank you for stopping by. I create educational content about Canadian real estate market, interest rate changes, community tours and highlights, and everything about buying and selling real estate here in the West End of Toronto. If you're into this kind of content, consider subscribing, hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as we upload our next video. No matter where you live, the principle of real estate remains the same. The bottom line is that investors choose a rental property that returns the most on their initial investment. So how do you maximize your return on investment? Well, you look at 3 factors: high rental demand, high rental income, and the growth of that particular city in terms of population and development. So keeping these principles in mind, here are 5 cities I believe will bring the best return on your investment. And if you haven't guessed yet, number 1 is Toronto. I know Toronto may seem overrated, but there's a reason why real estate prices are so high in the city. That's because people love to work and love to visit and love to live in the city, just like any other global city. This demand drives up real estate prices. There's another factor that contributes to high prices, and that's limited space. Just like other world-class cities, Toronto is limited in terms of available land for development. So this scarcity drives up the price and competition for existing properties. That's why Toronto has seen a massive amount of condos being built in the last decade. Another similarity Toronto shares with other global cities is its international appeal. Just like Vancouver, Hong Kong, London, New York, Toronto is a global city that attracts people from around the world. Obviously, this creates a diverse and cosmopolitan atmosphere and contributes to the demand for high-end real estate. Now, to put this into perspective, let's look at the average price of a Toronto home in the last 20 years. So this is a chart from Home Price Index of all the homes that sold in the Greater Toronto Area in the last 23 years. And this chart represents only detached home. So back in March of 2000, the price of a detached home in Toronto was $345,000. 10 years later, March of 2010, it was around $644,000. And 10 years later, in 2020, it was $1,371,000. So effectively, the price of a detached home in Toronto doubled every single 10 year. Now, let's look at the condos. As you can see in the chart, the average price of a condo apartment in the year 2000 was $162,000. By 2010, it was hovering around $300,000, almost double. And by 2020, the average price of a condo apartment jumped to $635,000. So it doesn't matter what you buy in Toronto. If you can manage to hold it for 10 years, you will double your money. Again, I'm not making this up. It's just stats. You can look at the numbers, and I believe in numbers than speculation. That's how I make my investment choices. So this is why I think Toronto is still one of the best cities to invest in real estate, even though prices are high. If you can afford to buy investment, your first choice should be Toronto. Number 2, Hamilton. Now, if Toronto is not in your budget, then a really good alternative is Hamilton. Hamilton is about 60 kilometers west of Toronto, and it's ranked the best city to invest for the 3rd year by Money Sense magazine. If you are looking for a really, really nice area, the price point of a detached house, 4-bedroom, 4-washroom in Hamilton is around $1 million. But if you're looking for a detached or a semi in Hamilton Central, you will find something for under $700,000, around $650 is the price point right now. Hamilton is also the only city that has the potential to become the next waterfront city like Toronto. In fact, Hamilton's waterfront revitalization project is a major one to transform the city's waterfront area into a vibrant mixed-use community. Now, one of the key objectives of that waterfront project is to attract investment to the area and create new economic opportunities. Obviously, this will have a huge impact on Hamilton's real estate market as the waterfront area becomes more desirable and the property values will most likely increase. Obviously, this will take some time for the waterfront to happen, probably another 10 years, but this is giving you a chance to get into the market before prices go up. So again, this could create new opportunities for investors like yourself if you're looking to invest into a Hamilton market. And on top of everything, 36% of Hamilton's populations are renters. So finding a qualified renter is pretty easy. Lastly, I think Hamilton's still undervalued in terms of real estate prices compared to Whitby, Oshawa, Bowmanville area, and also Kitchener-Waterloo. Now, if you're thinking about buying your first investment in Hamilton, I think that will be a very, very good option for you. Next one is Kitchener-Waterloo. Again, Kitchener-Waterloo is rapidly growing in terms of tech sector. It's creating new jobs. According to a recent data, the Toronto-Waterloo Tech Corridor added 88,000 jobs in 2021 alone, and the area is growing 350% faster than Silicon Valley. By end of 2023, Toronto-Waterloo Corridor is expected to have more tech workers than Silicon Valley. This growth in the tech sector has attracted many young professionals to the region, creating a high demand for housing. Another factor that makes Kitchener-Waterloo a top investment destination is the student population. Thanks to University of Waterloo and Wilfrid Laurier University, this has created a strong rental market for investors who are looking to purchase a rental property. Now, despite the recent increase in real estate prices, Kitchener-Waterloo is still relatively affordable compared to other cities like Toronto, Peel, and Durham Region. Number 4, Durham Region, specifically Pickering, Ajax, and Whitby. These cities are located east of Toronto, making an ideal location for commuters who want to live outside the city. But we have easy access to 401. We have GO Train that serves from Durham Region to Union Station 7 days a week. So that would be an ideal location if you prefer to work downtown Toronto but live in a more suburban area. Now, Durham Region is expected to grow 10% every 5 years and is projected to grow by 80% over the next 30 years. The reason for that is because there's more space for development than its neighboring region like Peel or Halton. So that's why there's a lot of growth happening in the Durham region. Now, there has been a significant amount of new construction in Durham region in recent years, with several builders developing new residential and commercial projects. I remember back in 2007 when we bought a house in Ajax, there wasn't much. And I lived from 2007 to 2010-11 in Durham region, Ajax and Whitby. There wasn't a lot of development, but obviously as soon as we left, then I noticed that development started happening a lot more, and they're still building it. So obviously this is driven by region's strong economic growth, population growth, and demand for housing. Now, number 5, Barrie. According to Real Estate Investment Network, Barrie ranks as one of the top places to invest in the province, coming in third after Kitchener and Hamilton. Now, Barrie has a growth strategy in place in terms of to aim its population to 210,000 and create over 100,000 jobs by 2031. Now you have GO Train that has been a key factor in this growth. The average price of a home as of this recording in Barrie is around 700,000. This used to be around 500,000 before the pandemic, but obviously things have changed. Everything went up to around 900,000, but now it has come back to around 700,000. So it's still relatively cheap to buy an investment property in Barrie. Now, if you're looking for an in-depth analysis of each market, you can schedule a call with me and I'll dive deep and answer any questions you have about these cities or any other areas you consider. My calendar link is in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you got any value out of this video, please smash that like button so more people like you can watch these kind of videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.